final part. There's a stimulus with going minute by minute, second by second, and really keeping track of every single occurrence in the world. Every sound, every drop of water in the sink. But I don't know what the reward for that stimulus would be because I don't understand why the stimulus for time has a better benefit than the coffee in the cup, the food in the kitchen, the air outside in the world. Depression is nothing, I think, bluntly, not definitively, not conclusively, but honestly, one of the more dangerous diagnoses to start prescribing to a person. And not always prescribing directly, but suggesting casually, socially, neutrally. Not necessarily for the work a person would have to do after, having the recognition they have depression. Gosh, there's food containers everywhere, there's no food in the kitchen, there's furniture scattered, there's needles, there's glass pipes, there's bags of drugs. For excitement. And fun. A person would have to clean up and, go get assistance. Energy. What's more frightening to me, though, than energy has to do with the body. People sometimes cut themselves as a remedy for their sadness, the emotion, with their depression. The emotion of loneliness, the emotion of despair. And their depression, treated by a psychiatrist with a medicine, and a social worker, a counselor, a psychologist, analyzing, predicting, and solving the problem. Freedom gets taken away. The psychologist, social worker, counselor do what they do. The medicine goes where it goes. And sirens in the world and wolves on the wall are like memories. Not now, in the past. Time no longer has numbers. Now no longer has a smell, a taste, a sight, a sound, an image, a video, a band, a movie, and gets replaced with speed, focus, concentration, social. Meetings, paperwork. First up, food stamps. Mostly, I think the conclusion to what all of these parts to these videos are trying to explain are the emphasis with not only now, 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 now. And the words and the sounds and history. And more about real itty. Not the real facts and truth. Reality. The only part of the world not unidentifiable. And given away that small amount of privacy, that small amount of integrity, and simplicity, to let the world not have to panic. Freeing the brain and the mind and the body from the bullies and the thugs and the gangsters and the diagnosing psychologist and the psychiatrist who goes on the internet. And teaches and reads about stories and novels and consciousness from aliens and UFOs and paranoia. The problem has not as much to do about social life in the world. The problem has not as much to do about the emotion, the thought, and thinking as it does with treating people like myself who say they want to go to medical school as some deranged, treatment needing villain who have an explanation like I do with chordoma, accomplishments already in place, to not only say I have a goal, to not only say I have a dream, but to be able to look the bully in the eye, to be able to look the thug, gangster, drug dealing maniac in their face and not be afraid. They know, and I'm in trouble. Honest explanations and simple answers aren't cause for concern. They're not in need of some person's opinion. They're a benefit to the social world. They're a benefit for brain, body, mind, world. And the more they get shoved aside and the more that they get thrown into the freaking trash can, treated like food eaten, treated like websites visited, bank accounts and their numbers, the more difficulty those folks and people will have, the more suffering and pain for the world. And less stimulus and conversation, less reward and vegetables and fruits and coffee.